this space or place or whatever it is that you want to call it is like some seriously like hardcore psychological mind fuck, like in so many different ways. Like even if you're asleep, to the fact you believe things that aren't your own and you don't realise it, that's still psychologically dangerous because you don't understand anything, you don't think or feel anything that comes from your own terms, that all comes from your own, you know, it's somebody else or somebody else's ideology that's like been imprinted into you like without you knowing. So it's like torture basically. And then on the other stance, like if you're awake and you're aware and like you see things for what they are and you're like truly switched on, like, and you're an intelligent sort of person as regards to your surroundings and not letting like yourself slip into some false sense of security because you're unable to like mentally cope with this shit, then that's like just as dangerous. It's lonely. It's the only time in my life of like, to this extent anyway, that I can be around hundreds and hundreds of people and it's like the lights are on but no one's home. There's just nothing, like, it's like see-through, like, they're just transparent. It's horrible, and you get to a point, and because you're so boxed in, because no matter where you step, you might be stepping on a belief, or you might be stepping on an ideology, or you know, so you have to be careful where you step. So it's like you're boxed in, basically. You can't progress because there's certain things that we have to establish before we can progress. There's like other people that talk about this sort of thing as well. Some really, really good videos out there. So yeah, we can't do nothing. So you just sat still, you're boxed in, and you're looking through a different glass to everybody else. You know what I mean? It's like finding people on the right side, your side of the glass. But it's hard to find people that are like stripped back to that point where they are just so pure in the thinking that, you know, like say they don't have belief systems or they don't have ideologies, or like they'll take things with a pinch of salt, and you've always got to do that. But it is definitely psychologically distressing from both sides. Like, I think it's worse from like our side of the fence because we actually understand the psychological side a little bit more. Like, people that are asleep and aren't aware, you know, I remember feeling probably worse actually in some ways because I was more confused when I was asleep as to why I felt a lot of that, what I felt. But now I'm awake, it's harder too because you're limited on what you can say, like, without people thinking you're insane because they've not got the, you know, the capacity to like deal with you, basically. So it's hard looking through that glass and standing on the other side of it on your own anyway. And you just feel like you're the only one sometimes.